Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense, but I try to keep it down under the nitty gritty, under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, that means it's something very, very, very important. And my videos are not important to the general masses of asses. So if you're the type of person that is born after 1980, you're emotional, you don't like asking questions, you don't respect your elders, you smoke, you drink, you just do what everybody else likes to do. You seek validation, you should not be watching my videos. Skedaddle. I'm your one and only Emerald Pillar King here. The Emerald Child Indigo Star Seed. Super Mario, it's a me, Mario. Get out of here. Okay. All right. So since I got the majority of you off, about 55, 57 seconds, this video is going to be about, I was watching this video and this woman was talking about how a man should protect himself at all costs. Cover your ass. I'm going to talk about the curse of a woman and the curse of a man. Both. All right. So I want to make this very clear. I don't want people watching my videos. I don't like it because most people are technically stupid. Okay, take the IQ test and you'll understand how smart you are compared to the rest of the world. Take the IQ test. I got my goddamn certificate. I'm already flying rainbows already. I'm on cloud 9, but I'm not a narcissist. But let's get on with the topic for today. That's 1 minute and 40 something seconds. Now, the curse of a man usually happens like this. If you're a good man, and I believe there's more good men than bad men, if you're part of the 80% of men out there who have been rejected because you're average looking Joe Smo, okay, right? Because I already know who you are. Because I know you're most likely to be focused and loyal, and you are partially an incel because you're involuntary. We guys are gamers. We guys are the geeks and the nerds that's usually often rejected. The curse of a male is loneliness. Okay, it starts from the beginning. Either you're born beautiful or you're not born beautiful. Okay, as a matter of fact, the scale of an average looking male is usually rejected. He could look reasonably attractive. Women do not like reasonably attractive males. That's the average Joe Smo male. All right, that's a 7. You are absolutely a 7, okay, or a 6, or even a 5. 5, 6s, and 7s don't usually get hit on by women who are 5, 6s, and 7s, okay, or even 3s, 4s, and 5s, because that's just how it is in society. 80% of the women gravitate towards the 25%ers. Either he's highly attractive or he got a lot of money or clout. We already know the curse already. We are the forgotten men of society. Suicide rates are very high. So the curse for men is mainly loneliness and suicide, especially for average Joe Smos. Okay, I would consider myself a 7. I know my number very well. Okay, I've gotten compliments from women. I've done a lot of different things. They say your personality adds to your average looks, okay? But it doesn't matter. You're just average looks, okay? Everyone has some sort of beauty to them, and having a personality does not make you more beautiful than you are, okay? That's a delusion, okay? You sit there and you look on the screen and say to yourself, am I attractive? And I can make the most ugliest faces, and they're going to be average looking faces. Now, there's some butt-ass ugly people, all right? But I'm not talking about ugly-ass, butt-ass people. We're talking about the curse of a man and a woman. So a man's curse is mostly adaptability because of his loneliness, suicide, and often rejection. That is the curse. And how does this affect most men? It just happens to affect all men. It's contagious. It will not, however, affect highly attractive males or men who have a lot of materialism. So the curse for a highly attractive male, who may most likely be a narcissist because he's hitting up on 80% of the average looking Joe most females, he's going to be cursed with having babies, or he's going to be thrown under the bus, okay? Like the average Joe, who's going to be saved for last. Sometimes you're a saved for last guy, you can be used, okay? Women mostly cheat on average-looking Joe Schmoes. They usually cheat on those guys, okay, all right? They also cheat on highly attractive guys, okay, but not likely, okay, not likely. But anyway, that's the curse of a man. He has to adapt because of loneliness. He has to get his shit together because of his money, and he has to get his health up, and he's going to be alone to the day he dies. That is the curse of a male. An average Joe Schmo male. Doesn't matter where he is. I can go to Africa and I can find tons of men who are virgins who will never have a girlfriend. But I will never, ever meet a female who's unattractive, even if she's a 3. Even if she's a 1. Most likely she has lost her virginity. Alright? I'm telling you this through anecdotal experiences. Now, the curse of a woman is called the Jezebel spirit. So let's say, for instance, no matter if a woman is a 4 or even a 3 or even a 1, as a matter of fact, she's a quadriplegic, okay, she's handicapped, okay, she can get dick, okay, it's not very hard if she puts a little bit I said a little bit because I had to encourage some women who think themselves as ugly and they're not ugly, and I have to walk with them and say, hey, just talk to this guy, and then she gets a number instantly. She could sit on a man's lap and he won't hurt her at all. The curse of a woman I'm going to talk about here. So you got different types of women saying these things, and I'm going to narrow it down to this. The curse of a woman is contagious. Again, like I said before, they will speak to other women to either force them to be more whorish or gold digging-ish and create more single mothers so more bastard children can be created and born. So we'll have a whole bunch of sons who don't know their true fathers, and this contagious disease will continuously to occur because that is the curse of a woman. She will never be alone. She will truly never be alone. It doesn't matter what number she is. In reality, no matter what the red pill says, it does not, I'm telling you, it does not exist. So when I tell guys who are red pill, I say, hey, just get your money up, your health up, and travel overseas. Because you need the advantage. The women have more of an advantage in these developed countries because they became more effeminine. And it's not about the patriarchy. There's some feminists out there who be like, oh, that's how they can control the women. No, I'm talking about good men who actually put effort, or average-looking Joe Schmoes who are actually used for the best of the last. They actually create society as they are. They either get taken advantage of, or their money's being extorted from their pockets through manipulation. So what happens is that the Jezebel spirit, as I was speaking earlier, speaks to other women. And what happens is that for every good man that is harmed, 100 women, it doesn't matter if she's good or bad, is going to be cursed with loneliness. But they're not going to be truly alone. That's the curse. They're going to be adapting all of these dicks inside of them, and they will be even more corrupted because they don't have any guidance. Men technically really don't need guidance because they're naturally loving and loyal, okay? This is what I know from anecdotal experience. It's just the woman is not trained well enough to stay in that type of relationship. She's just not capable. A man more knows what love is because he initiates that often, and women don't tend to understand this. They just don't know how to be loyal. They don't know what to do. It's because they're socializing and fraternizing with whores. They're socializing with their girlfriends who they don't really technically know. I have spoken to some whoremongering males in the past, but they all got fucked up, okay? They all got fucked up. Either through some form of child support, especially those 25% of guys who get hit up on 80% of the women out there. These highly attractive guys are not, they're cursed too, okay? But it's not going to be as damaging as the man, though, because the man commits suicide. That's kind of worse, right? But that's all I really want to say is that the men have it harder, definitely. Well, the women will still get dick, okay? Pussy sells. Dick does not, okay? And that's all I really want to say, because I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roasters, you put it down below. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roasters, you put it down below. This video is under 10 minutes. Peace.